good morning. This is Dr. Cool AutoFix. In today's episode, I'm going to be teaching you the symptoms of a bad kickstarter, as much as this guy right here is the crown jewel of the automotive. There is no any car except the electric cars, but hybrid cars do have it. Just as the name implies, it's called a kickstarter because it kicks and it starts the engine. So when you want your engine to start, this is the guy who actuates that function of teleporting the power from the battery and sending down here. So with this solenoid in place in healthy condition, and this armature here, this armature consists of, it has a magnet inside it, it has a armature inside it, then you have some couple of carbon brushes here. Don't worry, we're going to be getting into it today. We're going to tear this bad guy down today, and we're going to see it down to the bare bone, how it works, how it functions. And a couple of magnets here, also coil and magnet here. Now here is the deal. Whenever an energy is being transformed from electrical energy into kinetic energy, just like it is in every model, right, there is always a presence of electromagnetism there, either by magnet, permanent magnet, or copper windings. So here in this episode today, we're not gonna be doing the talking. We're gonna be tearing this bad guy apart. All right, I have all the tools which I needed to actually dissect it. Then I show you the parts one after the other and tell you how these parts puzzle together to work and their symptoms when they fail. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Okay, here, let me first okay, for some you're going to be getting 8mm here, and this one has screws, so we're going to lose this out. We're going to lose these 13mm bolt out. So yeah, I know a lot of you guys who knows about mechanic, you always get your hands dirty. Even the doctors do the same thing too. So some of them depend on the make and model, might have different bolts. Okay, so this one here, one is out. Most of you who watch my channel know I'm good at tearing things apart, right? In fact, is there any part of the vehicle which I haven't tore apart in my channel? Compressor, engine, dashboard, you name it. Stripping car to bare bones and telling you how the system works. So you have a lot to learn from me. It's not just reading to you symptoms and signs without actually giving you the right ingredient right there. So go over to lose this one. Most of the times it can be hard, but it will definitely lose up in as much as you're using the right tool. Okay, got that in place. You have a spacer right here. Get that out. Now a lot of you guys are gonna say, why did I replace this Kickstarter? Yeah, because it's bad. But exactly, was I able to prove that this Kickstarter is bad? Yes, and I'm going to prove it to you today. So let's get some of these guys arranged so that they stay in place. Now here, let's start with this one. This is the coil, the stator, the armature here. This armature actually receives power through this. There is a commutator brush here. There is a carbon brush here. And within that brush, there is this, I think this is the state or something. I've forgotten the name. I did this during my school days, but I think I've forgotten pretty much the name. So it sends the power through here. So it goes in here, energizes this and turns this into electromagnetic. Then with this magnet here, it becomes an opposition to it. So it makes this to spin when the power goes in through this brush. Now let's get to the main face there. What happens if this brush fail? If you have that question in mind, then you're right on the spot. I think I want to remove it, so I'm going to show you, right? Okay, here we go. This one can often go bad. You can see this one has an injury here, and when it has such kind of injury, it's going to be creating some sparks and it's going to be destroying the brush, right? The carbon brush. Most of the times this one hardly go bad, right? But it needs this in order to function, because this is what is going to push this propel this bend this that is inside here to spin, while this one here, which is the solenoid, pushes it out. So now here is the brush. They have been fine, arranged, and carefully engineered and machined to sit in their respective position. Now this whole thing was in a one piece before, and now you're seeing them. So if you look at this brush right here, they've chopped off. A lot of them are even crushed. I mean, eaten like something butchered them, and it's because of that scar right there that they have right there. We actually tried to, it was even more horrible than this, so we have to address it. We finish addressing it, but still there are some problem that it was having when it spins. When we set a power into it while we're testing it between here, it spins, but it hangs, and that is what makes the car to do like as if, to portray like as if it has a weak battery. If you have ever tried to crank a car with a weak battery before, how it behaves, the alternator, the Kickstarter can actually portray that same behavior, that same symptoms, and you actually run into, oh, that's what's actually causing it. But in some cases it's not your battery, it's your Kickstarter. So you can see how this brush didn't eat very smoothly the way it's supposed to, because it's having been attacked by this point here. So we put this one out. Now another second symptoms here is, if this brush eats out, you will have that situation where you try to start the car and it won't even make any sound. Sometimes to make a click and it to stop, click and it to stop. So when that situation happens, you should have it at the back of your mind that your brush is bad, and the brush is not expensive like the whole alternator system. So you need to go and replace this brush, and everything should be back working normal. Now let's go over to the next phase. Now if it's in a situation where the car it cranks like as if it has a dead battery, there is every tendency that this stator here has a problem, right? This very shaft you're seeing here have a problem, or the magnet inside here, one of this magnet here is not aligned or broken. In this case, for this very car here, one of the magnets is broken. So I'm going to be bringing it out to you. I'm going to bring those magnets out to you because I told you that inside here they have a bunch of magnets. So, and we have to strip this guy to bare bone today and show you what maybe you might have not come across before. So here, I'm going to push this guy out. Oh, there is a way this guy has been situated inside here.